Welcome back to the Self-Love Secret Podcast. I'm your host, Christina Patterson, and let's just get started. So I want to talk about, this is called the Self-Love Secret Podcast, so we're going to talk about self-love stories first. So what self-love really means, self-love versus selfishness. So sometimes you have to be selfish in order to get what you need for yourself. So basically just be selfish, even if it's gonna hurt your feelings, because honestly, you come first at the end of the day. Nobody else does. Just you come first, and your family, your kids, whatever it may be, that's what comes first at the end of the day. But you, yourself, is what really, really you need to focus on. Why it's a long life practice, not a destination. Well, honestly, it does take a long time to build that self-love up. But I feel like as you mature, you kind of start to see things differently. At least for me anyways, I feel like I matured and I see things very differently than I used to. I used to always talk down on myself and just be really negative towards myself, but then I realized, like, why am I being negative towards myself when I have so much more to give? You know what I mean? Like, I love doing YouTube. That's my number one thing that I just love to do is YouTube. So, of course, I'm going to do whatever I can to make that happen. It's a form of self-love because it's something that I love. It's a passion. So, you always have to go where your heart is. And my heart's definitely with YouTube. Self-love stories. I would say that I could tell you guys about this time that I spent like maybe, 6 years pining over some guy that wasn't even worth my time. At the end of the day, if they don't choose you, then you don't need to choose them. You have to be selfish and walk away from that. And I honestly didn't have it in me to walk away at the time. So I just was there waiting for this person and waiting for this person, and they just didn't show up for me, you know what I mean? So I went all the way down. My confidence was very low. My self-love was not even there. Just all the things happened, but it happened for a reason, because it built me up. And all those years being single, I just realized you don't need a man. You can do everything yourself. And especially if you're with a man, it's kind of hard because sometimes they can tell you what to do. They can tell you who you can hang out with and who you can't hang out with. They get very controlling and they just expect you to do everything for them. And that's why I just like being single, is because I only have to worry about myself and my son. I don't have to worry about all those people that are just no good, you know? Now we're going to talk about the way we talk to ourselves. Recognizing negative self-talk. And I did talk about this in a different podcast, but honestly, you just need to remember all the times that you've talked negative to yourself. Remember all those times. And just start filling your mind with positive thoughts like, oh, I think I look good today. Oh, it's going to be a good day. We're going to make things happen. Oh, I went to bed a little late last night, but that's okay because tomorrow I'm going to go to bed early and everything will be fine. Just think about all these positive thoughts that you could have compared to the negative thoughts. If you're thinking negatively, it's just going to drain you. It's going to make you go down the hill And honestly, you just want to go up, right? You want to go up to the top. You want to be the best thing that you can be. And that's just what you have to do, is you have to remove those negative thoughts and place them with positive thoughts. I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but it's honestly true. You have to. So replacing self-criticism with self-compassion. So the criticism needs to stop. Self-compassion needs to start. Let's talk about daily affirmations, because I love daily affirmations. They definitely always increase my mood and just make me feel really good whenever I am looking at daily affirmations, saying them, just doing all that. I just love affirmations, and I think you guys need to add it into your routine, is just to look up affirmations when you have time. Look them up and just start reading some, and you're gonna think, wow, this is changing. Now, let's talk healing your inner child. Well, I've had a lot happen when I was a child. Like, I was around, like, physical abuse and just, like, things like that. So I don't really want to get too much into depth about it, but healing your inner child is very important, because you don't want to learn from that. Like, you want to avoid that at all costs. So the best thing to do is just to know that you're your own person. You don't have to, it's all about you and yourself. That may sound a little selfish, but as we said, self-love comes first. And sometimes you have to be selfish. So that just means whatever happened in your past, let go of it. Because at the end of the day, holding on to those things is just like an anchor. It's dragging you down. You need to learn how to swim on your own. You know what I mean? That's the kind of vibe we're going for, is you need to, like, learn how to swim on your own. You don't need anybody else but yourself. I didn't know how to swim growing up. I taught myself. Understanding childhood influences. So, if you see somebody and they're doing something bad and it can influence you, that is a red flag right there. I know this doesn't really have to do with, like, childhood, but it can at some times, because some people do stupid things in their childhood, So, like, if you're hanging around friends that are doing, like, bad stuff, like, just know that you have the power to remove yourself from that situation and not be friends with people who are bad influences, because that's only going to influence you to do bad things. And honestly, it's way nicer out where you don't even have to worry about bad influences. You just get to worry about yourself. And that's what I think really matters at the end of the day. Just worry about yourself and forget all these people that are just negative and don't care about their lives. You know what I mean? They have so much, they have to grow so much more in order for you to even match their level. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah. Now let's talk giving yourself what you needed growing up. What I needed growing up was a therapist. There was times where I did have a therapist, but honestly, that was in high school, and I don't know, I just felt like talking about my problems didn't really solve anything. It just made it worse, if anything, because I felt like, oh, I'm talking to a therapist, they're gonna go and tell everybody what I'm saying to them. Yeah, that's how I felt. So I just like to reflect on my thoughts by myself. I don't know if that's the right call, but I know that it helps me if I reflect on my own thoughts and I think, okay, well, this is not how we need to be acting. This is not how anybody needs to be acting. Just be a better person, really. Giving yourself everything is so important. You need to start being there for yourself. what you needed growing up was somebody there for you. So be that person. Be there for yourself, and you will shine every time, okay? You need to be there for yourself because nobody else is going to be there for you. At the end of the day, we're all alone. And it's a tough pill to swallow, but it's true. Like, you're not going to have friends forever. And half of them are probably thinking like, I shouldn't be friends with this person because of blah, blah, blah. Or just they're going to have influences that, like, I don't know. Every friend that I've had was either a liar or really, really fake. And just, like, to the point where it's like, okay, so, like, I guess I have no friends now because all of them, they basically cut me off for no reason. So, yeah. Exercises for reconnecting with your younger self. So you can do self-love practices. I have an app on my phone. I'll tell you guys what it's called, actually. It's called Smiling Mind. And you can do a bunch of different practices on here. There's all different ones. There's a meditation one. There's take 5 mindful breaths one. Calming touch, pause and reset, floating on a cloud. There's just a lot, and you can like click it and then it'll like do a little like talk, like it'll talk to you. And like it's just really calming, and I think you guys should use that because it does help me, and it's been a while since I used it, but I haven't needed to, so that's a good thing. But I should probably hop on there. Now let's talk about setting healthy boundaries. Learning to say no. We've talked about this before, and I'm going to talk about it again. If you need to say no, then say no. Stop beating around the bush. Just say no, okay? If something doesn't feel right to you, say no. You can say no, and that means to friends, that means to family, that means to relationships. You can say no. It's okay. Everybody will be fine. It's all good. Like, saying no is just what you need to do if you want to focus on yourself. You need to start saying no to things that don't serve you. Protecting your peace without guilt. So stop being guilty, or stop feeling guilty. Stop feeling guilty. We all have to cut certain people off at some point. Like, I have a few people that I probably need to cut off because they're just bad influences. Relationships that support your growth. I think this is very important. I think that everybody needs to have a person that supports them, wants them to grow, helps them be a better person, just all those things. I feel like if your partner isn't really pushing you to be a better you, then are they even a partner at all? Now let's talk confidence versus self-worth. Why confidence comes and goes? Confidence comes and goes because half of the time we're confident and half of the time we're not. So it comes and it goes. It switches between either one or the other. It's because we feel like that 50% of the time. But it's okay because you can change that with the removing the negative thoughts and placing them with positive thoughts. It's really that simple. There's nothing much to it. That's pretty simple, and it's all you have to do. And some people, oh, that doesn't work for me. Well, it worked for me, so I don't know what you're talking about. Building worth from within. This is a very big self-love thing. You need to build up that self-love, okay? Build it up. Tell yourself you look good one day. The next day, tell yourself you look good. Next day after that, tell yourself you look good, and soon enough you're going to start believing it, and then you're going to really be on top of all these people that have just been hating on you. Let's talk about celebrating progress instead of perfection. Celebrating progress instead of perfection. Okay, so that means that, like, celebrating your progress instead of perfection. So you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be you. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be you. Okay, we're going to say that again. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be you. Start looking at the little things. Like, the progress is going to take a while in order for you to reach this self-love. But it's okay because you're progressing. So just enjoy the process. Things happen for a reason. And sometimes you have to snip those people out of your life. But that's okay because you know what? It's all going to come down to you and what's best for you, okay? God has a plan, and the plan is definitely going to be there. At some point, God's going to show you what the plan is. Now let's talk about learning to forgive yourself. Letting go of mistakes. So if you've made some mistakes, just let them go. Nothing really to worry about. You're going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Life is short, but life is short, so don't worry about what mistakes you've made. You can always reclaim yourself, you know what I mean? Like, everything will be fine. Just keep on moving. Dealing with regret. If you have regret, well, I think we all have regret, but you know, I feel like you have to move on from it because I regret a lot of things, but I know I have to move on from them. So there's that. Like, nothing I can do, and there's probably nothing you could do if you have regret. Dealing with regret is really hard, and it's tough to talk about because I've lost so many good people because of stupid decisions that I've made. Okay, so I've lost a lot of good people for some mistakes that I've made in my life. So that's why I'm saying is that I come with a lot of regret. There's a lot of things that I wish I did differently, but I can't go back in time, can I? I can only keep moving forward and learn from the mistakes and do better. And God's plan will start to show, and I will know why those things happened the way that they did. Now let's talk moving forward with compassion. Just have compassion for yourself, okay? It's okay if you're not okay. It's okay. But you have to have compassion for yourself. Or where are you going to get? Let's talk social media and self-image. Comparison culture. So this is talking about, like, everybody comparing themselves. You don't need to compare yourself to someone else. You are awesome, okay? You're awesome, and you're the only person that gets to be you at the end of the day, okay? I heard a lot of people saying on YouTube, "Oh, I wish I was this person." No, don't wish that. You can be so much better than that person. All you have to do is work on yourself, work on your self-love, and you'll be fine. Because I feel like if we're worrying about what other people look like, it's taking away from our self-love. Let's talk curating a healthier online experience. So what can we do to be healthier when it comes to online? So basically, you can just stop looking at dumb things online. Only look at like what makes you happy. So at the end of the day, what makes me happy is watching productivity videos, wellness videos, self-love videos. I love all of that. And even sometimes on TikTok, I'll watch like comedy videos. Like, you know how like there's Brent Rivera? Yeah, I watch like all those funny like videos and stuff like that. So, you know, like, yeah. I've been watching him since Vine. Like, it's been a long time. Finding your identity beyond likes and followers. You just have to be yourself, man. That's it. That's all. At the end of the day, that's it. That's all. That's all we have to talk about here, really, is just be yourself. Love yourself. And don't worry about other people and the likes and the followers. Like, it's all okay. Like, I have 1K subscribers, but yet I only get a certain amount of views. It's okay. I don't worry about it. It's okay. Everything's going to happen how it's meant to happen. And I truly believe that progress makes perfect, but at the end of the day, perfection isn't what we're built for. We're built to learn how to grow. Let's talk romanticizing your own life. Creating joy in everyday moments. So, creating joy in everyday moments, well, what does that mean, you're asking? Well, you can make memories. You can just do the slightest things in your day that will bring you joy, basically. I like doing my skincare. I like doing my makeup. I like doing my hair. I know not today, maybe, but usually I do like to do that. So that's what I do most of the time. And if it makes me happy, brings me joy, that's all that matters, right? I don't have to have plans every day. I don't have to take trips to go travel all the time. Like, you don't have to do any of that. All you have to do really is just be yourself and have a good time. Let's talk solo dates and hobbies. This one is one that I've been waiting for. I go on solo dates all the time, and let me just say, it's so much better than going on a date with an actual guy, okay? Like, let's be real. A solo date is just chef's kiss. You're also learning to connect with yourself. So when you're going on these solo dates, you're learning to connect with yourself, and that's a form of self-love. And for the hobbies part, like, you can have so many hobbies. Don't worry if you have too many, because you can have as many as you want. But pick a hobby that you know that you want to do, and truly in your heart. Don't pick one just because other people are doing it, or that you feel like you have to do this hobby because maybe your family wants you to, or blah, blah, blah. Like, just do what you want to do in your heart. Don't listen to other people. Just do what you want to do. Listen to yourself. It all comes down to you. Let's remember that. It all comes down to you. Let's talk finding happiness without waiting for someday. What? Finding happiness without waiting for someday. I'll just change this to finding happiness without waiting for somebody. Finding happiness without waiting for somebody. Okay, so finding happiness without waiting for somebody. This one is kind of hits me hard because it's like, okay, I did tell you guys the story that I was waiting on somebody for quite a few years, and well, that didn't go well, so my self-love was down to like nothing. It wasn't even there. I cut my hair. I did all the stupid things. Like, just honestly regret so much regret. But finding happiness without waiting for somebody, I feel like is the easiest thing you can do. Finding happiness isn't hard. You just have to believe in yourself, and you just have to be there for yourself to make every day a good day. Don't worry about work or anything that stresses you out. Just worry about yourself and what you can do to make yourself feel better, and how you can approach other people to make them feel better. Because maybe just by saying, hey, what's up? Maybe that made their day. Maybe people don't talk to them often, and that made their day because you spoke out. I don't know. But just try and be the best you can be. That's all. Let's talk body acceptance. Appreciating what your body does for you. Moving away. Okay, appreciating what your body does for you. So, I'm grateful because I get to eat good food. Do I eat healthy? Sometimes. Do I eat healthy? Not all the time. I just had a cotton candy blizzard, honestly, not even like 30 minutes ago. Appreciating what your body does for you. Well, I think we all live once, and I'm going to say this. I don't care what you eat at the end of the day, okay? You don't have to eat healthy all the time, okay? People online tell you that, show you that, but they probably don't. And if they do, well, good for them, but I'm not doing that because we only live once, and I want to actually enjoy my life. So if I want to get a sweet treat, I'm going to get a sweet treat. Moving away unrealistic beauty standards. So basically, all these people on the internet show you what you need your life to look like. Well, you don't need your life to look like that at all. Just take it day by day, and you're good to go. You don't have to look like everybody else on the internet. Nobody's telling you what you have to do. They're just helping you, giving you advice and stuff like that. Or they just want to do YouTube because it's their passion. And honestly, personally for me, making videos is just fun. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do. So I don't know, because what I say, I don't know if it's actually helping you or if it's just entertaining to you. I don't know. But what I say, I feel like matters because, at this point, we all need a little bit of self-love in our life. Don't worry about other people online, okay? They might want to body shame you or stuff like that. Don't let them. You are beautiful the way you are. You are beautiful. God has built you the way that you are for a reason. So know that. Building a healthier relationship with your appearance. Well, I already know I'm a catch. Realistically, you want to tell yourself positive thoughts. I think I look crazy right now, but I told myself, no, you look good. You can film this podcast. So I guess here we are filming this podcast, and I really feel like I look terrible, but I'm telling myself positive thoughts. So, and you can tell that the positive thoughts have won and left the chat. Now let's talk creating self-love habits. It's always good to have morning and evening routines. Like the other day, I just filmed an everyday routine on my main channel, and it went well. I feel like you have to have a routine if you want the dream life that you want. It's so much easier for guys because they get to just wake up and do their day. Us girls, we have a whole routine. Like, girl, I'm talking like skincare, makeup, like all the things. Like, we have a huge routine. And these guys, they just wake up and get to go right rock out that door. Like, they're ready to go. Let's talk journaling prompts. I think journaling prompts is really good. There's a journal I actually want to look into. It's Madeline Mack's journal. And I kind of want to look into that and see if I can get one because I need a journal. And honestly, I love her YouTube videos, so I would definitely buy her journal. Hopefully there's some prompts in there. If not, I'll try to add some. But I think journaling prompts are really good, and I think you should add them into your guys's, like, routine. Like, if your routine is never, like, to journal, well, I think you should add into your routine journaling. Maybe some prompts, you know, search them up, do what you gotta do. Now let's talk mindfulness and gratitude practices. That also comes back to the app that I was talking about, Smiling Mind. Definitely get on there, guys. Get on there. That is all I have to say about that. When was the last time you felt truly proud of yourself? Well, for me personally, last time I felt truly proud of myself was when I hit 1K. I was very, 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 very happy. Also, I did feel proud of myself when I got out of the hospital. I felt like I got what I needed to do and they're done. So, yeah. What's one thing you've forgiven yourself for? Hurting exes in the past, I might have made some mistakes and that hurt them. So that's something I've forgiven myself for and learned from and won't ever do again because holy haystack. If you spoke to a friend the way you speak to yourself, what would change? Honestly, everything, because if you're talking negative to yourself, would you really want someone talking negative to you? A friend? Would you want them talking negative to you? No, you wouldn't. So don't talk negative to yourself. What makes you feel the most like yourself? Well, I'll tell you what makes me feel most like myself. And that is YouTube. That makes me feel most like myself is when I'm doing YouTube. What boundary would improve your peace of mind? Oh man, that's a hard question. I'm going to keep that to me, okay? That one's a little bit personal. Let's see if there's anything else we can talk about in today's episode. Let's look up some quotes, and I'll give you guys some quotes. Okay, let's try this one. Being healthy is a success that many people forget to celebrate. It's true. The greatest wealth is health. Being healthy is a success that many people forget to celebrate. Oh, we already read that one. A healthy outside starts from the inside. Everything you ever wanted is learning how to draw it out of yourself because you are that powerful. Keep taking time for yourself until you're you again. Be bold, be brave enough to be your true self. You are what you believe yourself to be. Your first and last love is self-love. To fall in love with yourself is the first secret to happiness. That's a little self-love secret right there. To fall in love with yourself is the first secret to happiness. I like that one. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to give you guys today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little podcast episode. And if you did, make sure to give it a like. And you can also comment anything that you would like me to talk about or anything like that. You can also DM my Instagram, which will be on the screen. So, yeah. Peace out. Bye.